Now page 97 through 98 for the short mandala offering. Saji perki shushi meto Idam Guru Ratmadalaka Yatayami.
Sanje Choda Soji Chonam La Chanju Pan Dage Chishi Jibe Sunam Je Lola Penje Sanje Lola Sanje Choda Soji Chonam La Chanju Pan Dage Chishi Jibe Sunam Je Lola Penje Sanje Sanje Choda Soje Chonam La Chanju Palo Dage Chishi Jebe Sunam Je Dola Penje Sanje Lada Lame Mina Miya Jiya Omada Jaji Lazo Chishi Shala Chawa Chawa Nama Sanje Sura Rabda Shishin Devi Jiyo Dedara Shishi Tampe Chunji Chinen Diri Shi Namo ala yeke dano dani jige tribo dana me yeke dana do kunye dana juda ma tamche ke do dake chute do kanke tuse yeso ne tawa tamche bambe jan tamche chute ne jam kodam de la cha tse Oh yeah, good evening, welcome back. So we are still on patience. Patience are almost finished. The root text composed by Master Shantideva, then commentary from His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama. So when you think about bodhicitta, there are two types of bodhicitta. One is like similar, like wish to go, but actually not in the process of going, but have wish to go. Wish to achieve fully enlightenment in order to benefit all mother sentient beings. There's the one type, wishing bodhicitta, memba semje. Jugba semje. So that second one is called engaging bodhicitta. So what you are, after generating bodhicitta, what you are engaging yourself in, you are engaging with bodhisattva deed. Even though there's like about hundreds of thousands of different types of bodhisattva deed, when you're trying to summarize, then it's summarized into 6 perfections. 6 perfections. So when you further summarize, then they summarize into 3 types of bodhisattva moralities. 3 types of bodhisattva moralities. Benefiting, morality of benefiting sentient beings. So then like guarding 3 doors, guarding your 3 doors from negativities. Or like protecting your bodhisattva vows. So then creating merit much as possible. So then after generating bodhicitta, when you engage yourself into 6 perfection, which is bodhisattva deed, so then that bodhicitta become engaging bodhicitta. Choba nyamle, choba deed. Nyamle practice of bodhisattva deed. Choba nyamle. Chawa musu simba means like directly choba nyamle musu simba. So that bodhicitta that you've been generated, so that bodhicitta is directly supported by practice of bodhisattva deed. So that's the definition of engaging bodhicitta. Memba simje the juba simje karuka juba memba simje wishing bodhicitta, juba simje engaging bodhicitta. So then top of that, are directly supported by practice of bodhisattva deed. That's engaging bodhicitta, definition of engaging bodhicitta. Not directly supported by practice of bodhisattva deed, wishing bodhicitta. First, wishing bodhicitta is not directly supported by practice of bodhisattva deed. That's what's called wishing, simply wishing bodhicitta. So second one, engaging. So now you understand. Engaging bodhicitta means like directly supported by practice of bodhisattva deed. Oh, so that your bodhicitta become engaging bodhicitta. For example, now you are on the road driving. Before you just have wish to go. So now you are driving. So that's like wish. That wish, like how you say, wish with actions. Wish without actions. Wishing bodhicitta. Wish with actions. Going for driving or riding a horse or donkey. So nobody rides here, donkey or horse. But in India, Nepal. So, so here you drive. So that's engaging. So there's like wish with actions. Here, wish with action is like engaging bodhicitta. Actions, practice of bodhisattva deed. Generosity, first deed, morality, patience, joyful effort, concentrations, wisdom. So these are the 6 perfections. Okay. So now here, Jimpa Churin Seba, the 3rd perfections, third perfection, 3rd bodhisattva deed out of the 6th perfection, 3rd. So that's the one we are studying here. Okay. The very purpose of studying this is not just to gain mere knowledge and wishing to put into practice as much as possible for the sake of your own happiness and the sake of happiness of living being around you. So then spread each and every living being. So that is the goal. 다 대다 탐지 신지원 대다 탐지 신지원 디 온기 대왕면서 대다 신의 주답이 무복골라 트루민주스. So there's a root text. Junzin Tishi, therefore, Junzin Tishi for that reason or therefore same thing. Nganche us Simjin Nam Shingwajin Bashiji. So we now reading, contemplating, concentrating the subject of chapter number 6, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, reading probably the thing you thought about quite a while and thinking again and again. Then what you realize that till you liberate yourself from samsara. So there's always our basic life is greatly influenced by thought. What do you realize? So our life of living beings is very much influenced by thought. So among those thoughts, not every single one of them are positive. So then, particularly when we are under the influence of negative thought, almost feel like you are powerless. You have like no power. Yeah, that's exactly people. I'm not sure necessarily they feel, but that's how they act. I'm not sure necessarily people feel. I don't think they feel like they're powerless, but that's how they act. Helplessly, they act helplessly, because they're under the influence of disturbing thoughts. So by now reading, contemplating about patience, now that's what you realize. Now that's what you realize. Before they think, they are doing it purposely, on purposely, or intentionally. Some of them probably do, some of them may not do intentionally anything. So now finally you realize anger is the enemy, not the person. That's what you realize. That's what you disturbing thought is the enemy. Disturbing thought is something that you need to think about how to get rid of, not the person. So that's what you realize. So now you realize that they're under the influence of disturbing thought. And that's very much as that each and every person experience that based on their experience. No need for further explanation, need experience that. The feelings plays very important roles in that feeling. Ranjatobashi means is not something absolute or independent. Totally independent. It's not independent. It's totally dependent. And so many causes and conditions dependent. So many causes and conditions. That's why negative thoughts rise. I think this is the same chapter. So no. So this is like Master Vasubandhu, Master Vasubandhu, the brother of Arya Asanga, who wrote this text, Abhidharma Kosha. which is 9 chapters. I think the chapter number 5 talks about all the delusions, talks about the function, the nature, numbers of delusions. In that text, Vasubandhu states it, if you ever wonder, if we ever wonder why this is happening, that Master Vasubandhu states it very clearly. In the very beginning, you are not free from disturbing thought. That's the one thing. If we ever wonder why we get angry, the first thing that to understand that you are not free from disturbing thought. That's the fact. Something to understand. So then the object is close by. Object, whatever it might be, physical thing, living being, whatever it might be, color you don't like, or display you don't like, or whatever that might be. There could be so many things, could be so many different things. So many different things. Initial stage, you are not free from disturbing thought. That's why I say it's totally dependent. It's not independent, it's totally dependent on so many causes and conditions. The first initial from your side, you're not free from disturbing thought. That's the one, need to be more mindful. On top of that, object is close by. Sushima is jealous. Then what we do, we project. We superimpose, project. Then the cause and condition for disturbing thought is complete. Then it will rise. See the garden, why the flower grows. You plant something, why it grows? Yeah. It doesn't grow right away. It takes some time. There's a rain. If there's no rain, it will not grow. The rain, then moisture, then the sun, everything, then it grows. When the condition, cause and condition complete, then it happens. Whether you like or not, it happens. It happens. That's how thing happens. The cause and the condition complete, then that activates, whatever it might be. Something to import, something to remember. Need to remember, not free from disturbing thought. Therefore, you cannot blame. Blaming yourself is not going to help. You have to recognize. You need realizations that I'm not free from disturbing thought. Need to understand. Need to keep that in mind. So, object close by. Risk, the level of risk increasing. Not decreasing. So then, project. Then see what you project, you see. Not just that, you believe. Then disturbing thought rise. Then cause and condition of disturbing thought is complete. It will rise. It will rise. There's something important to remember. Okay. Abhidharma Kosha, Treasure of Knowledge, chapter number 5. Vasubandhu stated clearly there. It's not independent. It's dependent. It's not independent. If you think it's independent, need to rethink. Need to meditate. It's not independent. It's very much seems like independent. No, that's wrong view. There's no wisdom. It is not independent. It's dependent. So that applied to everything. Why? How disturbing thought rise? When the cause and the condition complete rise. It doesn't have to be complete. You can just slowly go somewhere else, far from the object. So you don't have to stick with the object that's close by. You can just slowly go somewhere. So that's completely cause. Geshe ki debu chebes. Result is caused by, result is produced by cause. It's not like somebody decide or like, it's caused by something. Samatha, how you say, samatha, sure, you know how to say it in Sanskrit, interdependent, samatha patra. Yeah, party samatha patra, that's called interdependent, tendel, Put it like a stick when you build a tipi. They are standing because they are depending on each other. If you take one, to fall down, depending on the cause and condition. It's not independent. Geshe ki debu chebe, so something caused something. Ju or cause. Then how you say cause? Cause produce, or how you say cause or cause produce? Affects the result, right? Cause, result. How you say? Yeah, causes. Yeah, causes. Okay, that's right. Causes result. Jushike debuchebe. Causes result. Jurim, that's the pattern. That's the pattern how things happen. That's absolutely evil. Wrong view. There's no wisdom. That's wrong view. It's no wisdom. Pattern. Causes, result. Jushiki debuchebi, jurim, pattern, process, pattern. Then, various conditions come together. In order to grow orchid. It's kind of complicated. Taking care of orchid is complicated. You can't just sit there, meditate. My orchid will grow very wonderfully. It's not going to grow like that. So you need to walk. How much water? How many times? How much sun? So then it kind of, because all the conditions come, then it grows. Even though you say don't grow, it will grow. That's kind of process. Various factors or conditions. That's how things happen. That's how everything's happen. Everything's happen like that. All these like tiny leaves look so perfect. Various causes and conditions produce that, small, tiny, so like almost like one of the best artists painted like so beautiful. It's all causes, conditions come together to appear like that. There's no independent. If we start independent, that's wrong view. It's not independent. Time to need more analysis. Kalte means like if, the kind of like if, for example, or something like kalte. If we understand that, if we understand that, the patterns, how things happen, if we understand that, the way we see things, the way we see, we don't just see, like, if we just see like children, like 2 years old baby, nothing wrong, we just see as it is, but we are not like that. We see and we project. It's not like seeing is not a problem. Projecting problems begin. Then believing in what you project, then bigger problems begin. If we understand what's been explained, if we understand that, the way we see, the way we see things, the way we see things. It very much appear like independent. It doesn't appear like dependent. It's something that you need to it doesn't appear as a dependent. There's something that you have to work for. You have to work and to understand. There's something you need to understand by studying meditations. It doesn't naturally appear as an interdependent. How it appears as independent. That's how it appears. Everything, happiness, suffering, everything, that's how it appears. If we understand this, even though all of that, suffering, happiness, everything that appears, it appears as an independent. It appears as an independent. It never appears as a dependent unless you are meditating. So then maybe you probably see that things arise for you as a very much interdependent because of the result of your meditations. Naturally, it doesn't appear like that. It appears like independent, totally independent. It appears. Suffering and happiness. Jume tunang, Juma illusions. Jume tunang, something that you see is not real, that's called illusions. Something you see that's not real is called illusions. Jume tunang. So that is the Juma illusions. Nam is like something you see is not real. Tunang, how you say? You see something is not real. Tunang. Hallucination. Yeah, hallucination. Yeah, probably hallucination, I think. So long time ago, I got like tribal fever when I was in India, back in the monastery. So they took me to hospital. So the monks who took me to hospital, so they went for shopping. So left me in the hotel. So I started to see the fever is so high. I started to see the water dripping from the wall, and hallucinated, probably going towards the wall to dip my head into the water. Turns out there's no water, so that's called hallucination. That's the power, like power by sicknesses or the power of the fever. To now, you are hallucinated. The object of hallucination, that's called the kind of like illusion. To now, you may to now. It's very possible. I'm not saying it's easy, piece of cake. It's very possible. Everything you see, that's very possible. You may see as like illusions. It's very possible. It's very possible. You may see as illusions. If you truly understand the pattern of how things happen, there's a pattern, there's a like process. If you understand that clearly, maybe there's like great possibilities that you may see everything that appears as like illusions. Jumatabi tingzi, tingzi means tingzi means samadhi or concentrations. Concentration like illusions. There's the term. Nyamsha namgatabi tonis. Nyamsha namgatabi toni. Meditate ego voice. Here, the meditation on emptiness. Namgatabi toni experience shunyata like space. There's the term. There's another term. Nyamsha namgatabi toni. Meditative ego voice experiencing shunyata like space. One term. First one. Jetop Jumatabi Tenzin, post meditations. During the meditation, what you see shunyata, you are experiencing shunyata like space. That's called meditative ego voice experiencing shunyata like space. That's what it's called. Even the Tibetan is kind of long. Probably same like English and Tibetan, in this case, probably same word. Jato Jumata Tony, when you come out of meditation, eating, cooking, cleaning, what do you experience? Jato Jumata Tingji, Jato post meditations. Jumata Tingji, your concentration is called concentration, post meditation concentration like illusions. Means not real. It means no real. Real. So, how you explain that? How you explain Jeta pause meditations, samadhi, samadhi like samadhi or concentration like illusions during the pause meditation? How you explain that? Yes, you explain like China Chönam according to Lamrim part in Guru Puja, composed by Benjen Lobsang Chichi Jansen, one of the famous masters or Tibetan master. Chinang Chönam, internal phenomena, feeling, thought, like internal feeling, thought, whatever, there are all kinds of things. Chinang, external, chi, external. All the appearances like neutral, positive, negative, all of that, internal thought, all of that. China, Juma. Juma means illusions. Juma means illusion. China, Juma means Juma. Milam, like dream and illusions. Famous example been used during the teaching of emptiness. During the pause meditations, what you are seeing, how you experiencing things around you, internal, your thought, feeling, outside everything, how you experience them, like illusions, like dream. How to do that? How you do that? Shinajana Jumuna. Tame chonangs. Clear lake. Dazu, reflection of the moon in the clear lake. So the reflection of the moon looks exactly like moon. Exactly like moon. It's not moon. Moon is not in the water, it's in the sky. So far it's not in the water, it's on the sky. Nayangs looks it appears exactly like moon. You see it like exactly like moon. That's how it appears. That's how you see. Oh no, Nayang. But that's not moon. It's not moon. Same like when you look at the mirror, it doesn't need to go to lake. Just look at the mirror. Don't need to go to lake. Just look at the mirror. Look exactly like your face. It's not your face. That's called reflection of the face. It's not your face. See exactly, you see exactly your face. It appears exactly like face. It's not your face. No, yeah, the moment that is what is called concentration or samadhi, like illusion. That's exactly what it means. So now you understand. That's exactly what it means. Samadhi like illusions, concentration like illusions. That's what it means. During the pause meditation, that's how you see. Look exactly, but it's not. It's not. Benefit. Fear, stress, anxiety, all of that, for so much of them tied with that appearance will disappear. It's not real. It's not real. Or when you dream, there's so much struggle, physically, mental struggle, so many struggles that you go to. Sometimes you are chased by elephant, cannot run, and your leg, what do you call? Huh?
Bound.
Your legs are kind of like tied up, you can't really walk. Almost like you can't walk, there's nothing wrong, but it's amount of fear that's been generated in your body, kind of paralyzed, you can't even move. Dream that happens, somebody chases you like rocks trying to fall on you, like all kind of things. When you wake up, nothing happens. when you wake up. Not meditating on shunyata is like that, just sleeping, doing things, sleeping, doing things by doing all kind of things, but not really awake, but sleeping. And then dreaming like then thinking, oh, that's real, but it's not real when you wake up. It's like that. So benefit of understanding Patita Samupatra, like interdependent, that's the benefit, that's the benefit, that's the benefit. Nothing appear as a serious. It's just like illusions, just like illusions, like that. Okay. So Nyamsha Nangwatabi Tony eco-poise, meditation eco-poise, experiencing shunyata like space. What that means when you're meditating with shunyata, that's what you see. Because you are experiencing like space, nothing else, nothing to see, nothing to analyze. When you come out of that, what's the benefit? You see things like illusions. It's not independent, absolute. It's just one way. Another way you could say like merely label. Your mental creation, your mental creations, mental projections. You are not now no longer fooled by that. You understand inside out very clearly. It's your mental projections. It's not. It's your mental projections. So then eventually there you see your mental projections like illusions. So then maybe you are already awake, maybe about to wake, maybe already awake. You understand? Oh, my friend on Zoom? Oh, yeah. If you understand this process, that's what is going to happen. That's what you're going to understand, seeing like illusion. Therefore, today, that's the primary reason why you should not get angry. That's the primary reason why you should not get angry. When we argue, ego rise. Ego is about to launch. Ego rise. It's very hard. This is very hard. If you're already angry, it's very hard to control. It's very hard. Does not mean impossible. Does not mean impossible. It's still possible, but it's very hard. The best thing you can do is choose to say nothing. Choose to say nothing. You have choice. You don't have to say anything. Maybe you said something, then you awake, you become awake. Then you realize, oh, now it's about to burn. The environment is about to burn, yeah? Because there's like fire is about to start. You realize that, choose to say nothing. You deliberately choose, not somebody with a gun telling you not to say, no. Deliberately choose to say nothing possible, what you could do. What happened? Disturbance thought die down. Because what's happening, you are teaching your ego lessons. You are not like taking the order from your ego. Now you are seeing the situations, what's going to happen. You see that clearly in advance. You deliberately choose to say nothing. What do you lose? You still have nose, eyes, ear. You lose nothing. Environment is not going to burn. No, there's no fire. Possible, very possible. It's not easy, it's hard. But best thing, best thing. Even if you can think, wow, this is a wonderful opportunity, person who's annoying me, he's like Buddha, very hard, very, very hard. How you can see that? It's almost impossible, but it is still same time, it's very possible, but for you at that moment, it's almost impossible. How you can see that person is a Buddha? If you do that, you get so much benefit, but we cannot do that. Mind is not strong, it's not there yet. So that doesn't mean there's nothing you can do. Yeah, there's still you can do, even though you cannot see that person as a Buddha, but still there's something you can do. Sake of your own happiness. The protector, this atmosphere, that's not like all toxic yet. Protect that. Say nothing. You can do. It doesn't mean you're seeing the person as a Buddha. No, not at all. Not even close. Say nothing. If you say nothing, other person will say nothing. Maybe say something, they you deliberately decide not to respond. So, other people will get tired, probably leave. Give you some time to think. You feel proud. You feel in the letter, you feel proud. There's a great risk this whole atmosphere turned into toxic, but you prevented that deliberately, voluntarily, heavily relying on wisdom, not on ego, wisdom. Oh, you protected yourself. Later, you feel pride. Oh, that is practice. So there's something you can do, say nothing. Oh, then that's the way to negative mind will slowly. There's nothing's fueling the negative thought. It will die down. Anything that rises will come down. The nature is nature. Oh, this is not here, so I just want to share. There's nothing here, but there's something that you can still do. So see, once you understand this secret or the critical point, the pattern, the process, then you realize there's really no reason to get angry. It's true, but it's not easy. It's true, but it's not easy. Kalde cho tamji jumata vinas. Kalde means if everything is like illusions. If everything is like illusions. Cho tamji jumata vina, jumata vi dungala jumata vi nimbo tene selvi gyoba Then there's somebody writes questions, probably it's all in the root text. If everything is like illusions, then why we need to apply antidote like illusion? Antidote is also like illusions. Somebody raised a question, good question. If everything is like illusions, why we apply antidote itself is like illusions to the illusions, not like that. There's no reason. Jumata dungan is illusion like suffering. Right now it's hard to get our head round. That's not how we see. We see something absolute, independent, evil, like head to toe, nothing good. Ignorance, there's no wisdom. Sorry to say, no wisdom. Need to say truth. No. There's no wisdom, there's ignorance. No? That's not how we see things. Not just 1 month ago. No. Since for beginning this time, can you imagine that? It's not like only 1 month ago. Before that, I see everything like illusion. 1 month ago, now I start to see things like absolute. It's not like that. It's been a long time, so it's not easy to get rid of. Jumata dungan is an illusion like sufferings, complications, problems. Jumata juta chenam sobi devuhinasa is also the result of conditions, causes, they are like illusions. Dungani jumata vush heroes, dungan jumata vush heroes, mazu dungadi nyungus. Even like sufferings like illusion, but we still experience that. Nganju sa dunga midyo basabore so so like that is not that hard to understand. The illusion is what they do. They are kind of like entertainers. They entertain people, entertain. Probably there's a big difference. Long, probably thousands of years ago, illusionists, now illusion, modern day illusionists, probably there's big differences. So hundreds of thousands of years ago, illusion doesn't need machines. They just, produce things out of a piece of stone or piece of wood. They produce objects. So it's not like modern day. They rely on all kind of machines. So you are entertained. Of course, you are entertained by magicians. Now you say magicians by magic. It's not true. You can say, like the suffering like illusions. Why there's impact? Why I still experience? Oh, same thing. Magic is not true. So still you are entertained. All kind of emotions rise when you look. All kind of magic. The bottom line is all fake. It's not true. There's nothing true. It's all whatever you see is created just to entertain you. That is exactly like illusions, but you have all kind of emotions rise. So you cannot say, when you debate, you cannot say, oh, how come if suffering is like illusion, how come I easily experience it? You are not going to win with that argument because the magicians, when you entertain a magician, entertain you, what you see is magic. Is it real? No. Are you entertained? Yeah. All kind of, sometimes sad, sometimes frustrated, like all kind of things, right? Same thing. I just said that, so here a little bit part here. So not wanting suffering, that's very clear. No need philosophical, like I say, logic to prove that. It's very obvious. Other hand, happiness same, like illusion, same. Deji jumata washinyas, deji joy, happiness, pleasure, all of that is like illusions. But ngantu te deji, but we still want that. We still go to see magic, even though we know it's not true. So because we like to be entertained, so that's why we go. Even though it's not free, so we pay and we go. So nothing wrong. So that's what happened. Deji is the joy, happiness, pleasure, all of that is like illusion. But we still want that. Nothing wrong. If that's the case, so this is why this all the explanations, question rise. Suffering like illusions, why you like use the antidote that's like illusions? It's needed. Even though suffering is like illusion, you need to overcome from that. Even though it's like nature is like illusions. So that's the point going down on that. Dine juma ken shiki jutu shenshi dokbar majur dokbar juma shenshi ko tabayis. Dine juma ken shiki illusionists jutu's process to creating illusions, or magic. Dokbar shenshi dokbar. Juma shenshi ko tabayis. Dine juma ken shiki jutu shenshi dokbar. Jutu shenshi dokbar. I don't know what it means. Sorry. Sometimes I don't understand. Even I don't understand when I read. So, so then I have to move on. Dine juma ken shiki jutu shenshi dokbar. Juma shenshi. Tenguzu shenasa dine junjugi liu guba. So then he's only said now the real message here, junjugi liu guba. Chapter number 9 from the Guide to Buddhist of Life. Shivdasungi nede keji. Yeah, now chapter number 9 is the wisdom chapter, of course. There's like Chapter number 10, dedication. Chapter number 9 is the last perfections, wisdom. So there are probably dense informations about samadhi, concentration, like illusions, meditative equipoise, like experiencing shunyata, like space. Probably there's detailed explanations. That's what His Holiness said. All the commentary that His Holiness commenting on the root text, His Holiness probably bringing that from the chapter number 9, the wisdom chapter. A few more minutes. So now root text. Teve Ram Zayang Rungs. So from 6th chapter, chapter number 6. Teve Ram Zayang Rungs, either as a friend or foe or enemy, Miri Cheba Tongchunas. You see something, witness something, they are doing something wrong. Tinte Chenle Chudoshe Tetasumde Devanus. Tinte Chenle Chudoshe Tetasumde. Oh, maybe instead of saying, oh, that person is like evil or like blah, 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 then instead of saying that, now I realize, these are all the influence of disturbing thought. If you see that, so many causes and conditions, root text. That's how you keep your mind in peace. Very true. Very, very true. But the problem here, we don't see that. Need to educate ourselves. We don't see. It's like it's not automatic. It requires some effort, meditations. Once you see that, whatever, like your friend, your enemy doing something that you don't like, the moment you realize it's caused by disturbing thought, that's the way to keep your mind in peace. You don't need to react. Very good, very important message. Possible, it's all possible. Drato tamje ni jumatabu nangsu shikdu samne, drato. Enemy, friend, all of that, everything else like illusions. If you're able to see that, experience that, the jada control jiyam never chidas. Some the jada control jiyam never chidas. That's the message from the Shantideva root text. Remain untouched by disturbing thought, seeing everything, friend, enemy, all of them, seeing them as illusions. That's the way to remain yourself in the peace. Not disturbed or not. Not disturbed by disturbing thought, not disturbed by anger, attachment, even though you see all kinds of things, remain yourself in peace. Kalda now another root text. Kalde rangi tucho nasa. Gaya dunga midebes, lije tani tamje jang sulang dunga jungminjus. Kalde rangi tucho na. Gaya dunga midebes, lije tani tamje jang sulang dunga jungminju. Nimo chebe tetabu dasu lazo shubala, ninje jala majana kondro juba. Kondro juruwa chita six alamula in English. So my English is not good enough to translate this. Too many words.
Verse 34, if things happen solely for our pleasure, how could sorrow ever come to any of the host of living beings? For there is no one who desires suffering.
There's two stanzas, like two stanzas together.
Yeah, in the grip of their defiled emotions, some there are who even kill themselves. Though we may be destitute of pity, at least we can abstain from anger.
So the other root text are much better English here. So see, like now, last Wednesday before that, chapter number 6. Chapter number 6 is about patience. It's not easy. Anger is not easy. So that's why there's dense information how to tackle. this is like, as I jokingly say, this is like anger management program composed by Master Shantideva. So there are a lot of things, like not easy. This is the most destructive emotional thought. Anger is like not easy to tackle, not easy to practicing patience is not easy. So you need so much information. And not just get information, then able to remember the information, review them. When you go to Costco, so line will be long, and everybody's buying pretty much like what do you call, like shopping carts, pretty much full. So you look for who has the less, but there's nobody has less. So then if you remember some stanza from Shantidev's text, if you recite in your mind, you'll be fine. Otherwise, all kind of thoughts rise, so then make your life miserable for nothing. Lines are not going to get quicker. Meanwhile, you are like angry, doesn't do anything good. You may, people around you, they are unhappy. Then it's all kind of things, unfortunate. So maybe we'll stop here. So the 1 hour is enough. So then next, I'm not sure, like maybe Linda knows how many Wednesday patients. So then maybe when we finish the class, probably there's no patients. No patient left. Yeah, maybe Cholam Kundu Tsikijans train all throughout all your conduct. One of the Kadama master said, train yourself throughout all your conduct by word, Tsikijang. And it's not talking about thinking of the meaning, Tsikijang, trained by word. Oh, I think that's what it means, like, you review the word, it protects, Tsikijang. So maybe, we'll gain tons of patience by hearing word patience maybe whole year. That topic goes again and kind of recycles one month after month. So we'll see, like, you become more patient or more impatient. That's kind of ironic, like going to patient class, then become impatient. That's like, oh yeah. Oh,
Okay, in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to pages 235 through 236, and we'll recite stanzas 1 through 5. Gewadi no duda lama sangye dukyune doma chikya malupa deyi sala ge pasho janchu sencho rinpoche ma ke panam ke gyurchik kewa nyamba me payang gone gondu pewa sho Jampel pawo jita jamba da kundu zampo de yande jinte deda kunji jesu da lochi dewa dida tanche raptungo dusun shepe gewa tanche jiwa kala chodu nga pade dashe gewe zawa di kunkya zampo chuchu raptungo wagi Dagi jine sape ke wadi tendan dowa kula kampe da kepa jetsun lo san da pai tempe nimpo rindu sao je sho Gandhira we
Kowe
kore
shingam
tinkam
de
de pendan de wa malu juwene chere zi wa tenzin yatsoi shape si te badu tengyur chi. Chonuya nalawa jotu awa tare tsembara sopa lo sangye we de ton le pasho shasu genjo lama soa de. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious one, Shabbakas and Pratyek, Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplish this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings, through explanation and practice, for the arm of patience that is never discouraged, incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings you suddenly departed to peace, what a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha, 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha.
Okay, good night. Good night, all the friends on Zoom. Good night.
Thank you, Geshe.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. Night.